I'm Thomas LeRoy, founder of the Sect of the Horn God, and this is...
Lisa Kareem.
My lovely wife. Anyway, we are on social networking sites like Facebook and so on and so forth.
Gmail or Google+.
Yeah, and we use it, promote the Sect, of course. Our Facebook like page is doing very well. But anyway, also in Facebook, for instance, we're on different satanic group sites. We have our own. We have a couple.
And people add us to others, like, unannounced and
friends do it and so on and so forth. They think, it's groups that we might be interested in. And, there are good ones. There are a few I do like being on. But I tend not to participate all that much, every once in a while, because I'm kind of busy. But when I'm gonna get to the point. There are a lot of stupid fucking people out there. I'm being blunt. Now, one of the main things I'm seeing, all right, besides, the idiots I completely ignore. There's no sense in arguing with somebody who's mentally deficient. I mean, it's just, what did Mark Twain say? Never argue with an imbecile. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. So I don't even bother with that. But I notice there's some Satanists that tend to, get really upset, get really offended, get really, self-righteous and on their high horse when it concerns Christianity. Now, I fully understand those of you who grew up basically tormented by Christianity. Your parents put you through hell, and I completely understand that. And rebelling against it is in a sense a good thing, but you gotta progress beyond it.
Right. I mean, rebellion is also a normal thing within teenage years, right? Whatever your parents are teaching you, there's an aspect of rebellion just because, right? It's your job as a teen. But going on with what you're saying, it's carried on into it becomes a lifestyle. Now,
Satanism is who you are at your core.
Right.
Christianity shouldn't matter. Your Satanism should not be simply a rebellious stance against Christianity. Put it this way. Let's say you found out that there was a cult that, prayed to Hello Kitty and saw Hello Kitty as some, godlike figure. Would you get angry at that cult, or would you simply laugh? And just say, they're fucking nuts, they're ridiculous, let them do their thing.
Right.
And for me, that's the way you should more or less see Christianity. Or you should look at it for what it really is, and that is mythology taken literally. Mythology is not a bad thing. Now, you may personally not be, let's say, on the right-hand path and abide by a right-hand path philosophy, so right-hand path mythology may not appeal to you.
That's right. The thing is how I'm seeing it too, and in conjunction with what Thomas is saying too, is once you reach a certain age, when you're an adult, and you leave home and you're on your own, and if you've been in a traumatic experience in a Christian family, that's one thing. But if it's sort of just the regular thing, why are you angry? What I've always asked is, why are you angry about it? Like, why feed the fire, right? because that's what your anger does, is it feeds the fire, and that's what's not good for you. Obviously, it's stopping you from living the kind of life you want to, because the hatred becomes the focus and the goal.
Yeah, you see these people, like, there was one post, what was it, somebody had asked, what do you say as a Satanist when you sneeze and someone says, God bless you? How do you respond?
I said thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you ignore it.
Yeah, it's,
you know?
It's being angry is only going to make things a worse situation. It's no skin off your back just to say thank you or ignore it, or, they have nothing to do with my life, so.
Or those people that, let's say you're going to a funeral, for a loved one or a friend of a loved one, whatever, and you decide you're going to wear your satanic iconography, to make a point.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, and well, in that kind of situation too, you're walking into somebody else's house, willingly.
Right.
And my point of view on those subjects is, if you're going to walk into a church and you're, the big bad Satanist, better keep your mouth shut, because it's not your house. And I would expect the same thing. Somebody walking into my house, your rules stop at the other side of my door, right?
Another aspect of the online Satanists that kind of I find very annoying is looking at yourself as a victim. I saw some posts where it was like, us atheists and Satanists are the most hated people in America.
Poor babies.
Sure, yeah, of course. I mean, you give yourself that label, expect it.
That's right.
Don't cry over it. Don't try to be the martyr that Christians are always trying to be.
Well,
they're always trying to
what
be
they
martyrs.
hate.
Yeah, don't do that.
I've been in some atheist groups online, and it's more like a bloody 12-step group, of commiserating how Christians just make their life so hard.
So victimized.
Get over it.
Christians, what evil believers.
So what does their atheism become? It just is a victim mentality. Nothing's really changed.
And I mean, I admire atheistic thinkers.
Sure.
Christopher Hitchens is a big one. And Dawkins. And so on and so forth. But it's become almost like a religion in its own right. And I'm not going to call it a religion, because, as they say, calling atheism a religion is like calling off on your TV a channel. But
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, but it's becoming almost dogmatic. And these people that are like so fervent, and they read these books, and they're just and they're angry and so on. It's become, instead of who they are in their personal philosophy, it's become a cause.
Mm-hmm.
Atheism shouldn't be a cause, and Satanism should not be a cause. Because who you are isn't a cause, it's who you are.
That's right.
So anyway, that's our little bit of, venting.
The Sunday night rant.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make it a channel.
I know. Every Sunday night we'll rant, bitch
because
and
it's
whine.
Sunday. That's a Christian day.
Yeah, now I need a drink.